How do you manage your days, weeks, and months? Do you just take what's coming at you? Or do you decide ahead of time what gets worked on? We might think of those two categories as reactive and proactive. Which one's better? And which one, if you did it on a consistent basis, would make the greater positive difference in your life? That's what we're going to talk about. Let's get into it. Welcome to Leadership on the Run. Today we're going to talk about the Eisenhower matrix, attributed to Dwight D. Eisenhower, a five-star general in the U.S. Army during World War II and the 34th President of the United States. Generally agreed upon to be an accomplished person throughout his life, Eisenhower was able to effectively prioritize the most important matters. Let's take a look at how his matrix works. As you can see, we have two measurements: urgency and importance. Based on the matrix, we have four areas we can organize our tasks into. Starting in the upper left-hand corner, we have the green box. These are tasks that are both important and urgent. Moving down to the red box, these are tasks that are urgent but not important. Moving over to the gray box, we have tasks that are neither important nor urgent. And finally, the light blue box are tasks that are important but not urgent. We all have tasks that fall into each of these categories. Here are some examples. Capturing video for today's episode, important and urgent, because I have a deadline and I place importance on providing content. Text message, urgent, not important, at least not as important as we think. Ringing phone, depends. It's certainly urgent either way, but check who it is. Might be important, might not. Watching TV, neither important nor urgent. Running a marathon, important but not urgent, important to some. Take the tasks from your to-do list and categorize them into these four areas. To be as proactive as possible, we want to spend as much time as we can in the light blue box with tasks that are important but not urgent. And because we all have tasks that fall into all four categories, we're going to have to say no to some things. One way to be able to say no to some things is to have a burning yes. And the burning yes lives in the light blue box. One of the benefits to working on proactive tasks is that you're creating systems, opportunities, and habits that eliminate or reduce the amount of things you need to be reactive to. I don't think you'll ever eliminate them, but you can certainly reduce them. So let's see how we should respond to the kinds of tasks that fall into each of these four categories. For the tasks that are both urgent and important, the green box, just do it. It's the Nike box. Just do it. Get them off your plate as soon as possible. For the urgent but not important, delegate. See if you can get somebody else to attend to these matters. If you're on your own, you might consider a virtual assistant who can sort out some of these tasks. For those tasks that are neither important nor urgent, delete them. Why would you spend time working on these things anyway? Now, as an avid TV watcher, I understand there's a time to veg, but these tasks almost function as a diagnostic because they can be a reprieve to a day filled with urgent tasks that are not important. or urgent tasks that are important. Sometimes we just need to pull away from all that. And that's what we find in the gray box. But I think we'd all agree that prioritizing TV and doing that on a consistent basis probably isn't going to be the thing that makes the greatest positive difference in our life. And finally, for those tasks that are important but not urgent, these are the proactive ones. Decide what you're going to do. Get them on your calendar and stick to your calendar. These are the burning yes tasks. These are the ones that best fit the vision and values for your life. You have to be intentional to prioritize these kinds of tasks. Let me encourage you to give this a try for a week or so and prioritize the most important tasks. See if it makes a difference. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. For those of you who have come along for the run, today's just a little shakeout for a 10K I'm sneaking in tomorrow as a tune-up. And that's going to wrap up week 11 in my Boston training plan. Next week will be my final 20 miler for this block. And then the taper begins. I came across a couple of really good resources this past week that has me tweaking the last 4 weeks of my training plan. One of those resources I'll probably do a review on in an upcoming episode. The other is an email I get each week from Coach Jeff at Runners Connect. Every Tuesday, he puts out a deep dive email, and the content is always really good. I'll put some links in the description below so you can see and access what Runners Connect is up to. In this past Tuesday's email, Jeff talked about the taper and some common mistakes that we might be making. And he made some really good points. And I've reevaluated the taper section of my block. I've added some more marathon-specific pace runs. And I added a little bit of mileage back just so the taper wasn't so drastic. Love to see some comments on what you're working on. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell your buddies. And let us know how your training's come along in the comments below. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, and I'll see you next time. In the meantime, keep moving. And remember, nobody gets better by accident. Great leaders are intentional.